Are President Trump. And I'm going to ask to project into their minds while they're dreaming. Let's hope they're taking a nap.
Trump is going to be arrested. Putin is going to be arrested.
Yes, welcome back. I have never seen Libras been so excited that Trump will be arrested. There is a new development to this. I don't know if you have seen this. I just decided to do a quick update so you can know what is going on. I'm actually glad that a lot of people are calling out the truth. Like Russell Brand, he did a segment. Actually, I was impressed, though at a certain point I realized he focused on Putin, arresting two world leaders at the same time. That is breaking news. According to this article from the town hall, there has been a development in the case against Trump. The Manhattan grand jury, when an indictment against former President Donald Trump, has reportedly scheduled testimony from another witness on Wednesday, pushing off any decision and delaying a potential indictment against the 45th president, despite Trump's speculation about his own indictment arrest on Tuesday. Joy Behar is not happy that he was not arrested today.
It's threatening people that if you do indeed indict me, you could get a second January 6th.
But what about this protest stuff
are you
that
saying,
he's talking
wait, are you
about?
saying that today might not be the day for the indictment? Stop toying with my emotions.
No.
Are you saying it's not going to happen today?
I don't think it's going to happen.
That is not fair to me.
It's not going to happen because he's
In the criminal investigation, Daniels meeting with Manhattan prosecutors and former Trump attorney Michael Cohen testifying for about 5 hours in front of a grand jury about that alleged hush money payment.
When you get into political prosecutions like this, it's more about revenge than it is about justice.
Most people on our side think it's a never-ending effort to take a wrecking ball to Trump. So, yeah, I think it'll help him.
I knew this is coming. According to this article, New York Police Department received unfounded betrayal as city gears up ahead of possible Trump indictment. New York braced for disruption on Tuesday that could follow a possible indictment of Trump as it faces the possibility of criminal charges. As the New York City Police Department prepare for potential unrest, the department and other New York City agencies received numerous betrayals in Lower Manhattan on Tuesday morning, and not just at the courthouses. We are determined to be unfounded. Demonstrators from both sides gathered outside the courthouse and at Trump Tower on Tuesday. Intelligence bulletin obtained by ABC News warned of a significant increase in threat and general. They say some of Trump's biggest supporters are still willing to fight on his behalf. Trump over the weekend claimed without evidence that he will be arrested on Tuesday. I don't want to proceed with this article because you already understand what is happening. It didn't happen today. Maybe in a few days, this is happening. Now they are claiming that betrayal is surfacing like never before, so that they can even set this up. At the same time, they will paint all his supporters maybe another January 6th. If you are not careful, another situation will happen. You will not even know where these people are coming from. They will cause a sin, to paint him black. Because they will now use what he tweeted on Truth Social, go out there and demonstrate. That is what they will use against him now. So care needs to be taken and people need to be vigilant, when they are going out. This is serious.
To Stormy Daniels being that it was made on behalf of the candidate, okay, and it was not declared. That's fair game.
The answer is on 100% no. Of paying hush money to avoid a public manner that Donald Trump is alleged to have avoided a public sex scandal, they would be prosecuted. The answer is on 100% no.
Scope is on you. Everything is fair game. And it's hard to argue, oh, you can't look at this or you can't look at that. So yes, if there's an issue with that payment to Stormy Daniels being that it was made on behalf of the candidate, okay, and it was not declared, that's fair game, unfortunately, if that's the case. And, quite frankly, Michael Cohen, again, has made statements that would give rise to suspicion for any prosecutor to say, that doesn't make sense that a lawyer took out a home equity loan with his own money, paid somebody that he didn't even know on behalf of a client who, by the way, had the wherewithal and the money to afford $130,000. And by the way, didn't tell the client about the settlement agreement. It's an illegal agreement. It's a fraud. If that's in fact the case, it doesn't pass the straight face test. And quite frankly, if that is what happened, we have a potential campaign finance issue.
Yes, this is an old clip that is surfacing, and liberals are using this, that his lawyers actually exposed what was going on, which is totally insane. I don't want to go into this because at a certain point, I might see myself, even doing what I don't like. According to a report from Fox News, citing a source in law enforcement authority, now don't expect a potential arrangement for Trump if he is indicted until next week due to testimony from the additional witness whose identity remained unknown. The reported delay for a decision from the grand jury comes after New York City Department ordered its officers to wear full uniforms on Tuesday and continue ramping up its security preparedness preparation, as Lee reported on Tuesday. If the former president is indicted, Trump will appear in person in Manhattan because appearing for a virtual arrangement has already been ruled out, according to Fox News reporting, with Trump potentially heading to New York and has town hall covered previously. Authorities in the city have been coordinating more stringent security and increased police presence around the courthouse and Trump Tower. Lee reported late last week that security assessments have been made around the Manhattan Criminal Court. In the event, an indictment comes as early as next week. That is according to this article. So I wanted you to see exactly what is going on.
Our party once again in a position to pick sides. Why can't they quit him?
They can't
quit him.
Why can't they quit him?
Watching that clip, I want to be like, Nikki, you're running against him. What are you doing? I thought DeSantis, actually, the line was kind of funny about, like, I don't know anything about paying off a porn star. But then he went on to defend it and say something along the lines of, well, this is digging up an old hush money payment to do that? Like, is that not something we should be investigating? But herein lies the problem with my party in this moment is when Trump is cornered, he grows emboldened, and then for whatever reason, everyone circles around him and defends him.